Hello everyone, this is part 6 of C programming language video series. In this video, we will cover loop control structures. So basically different type of loops we used in C programming language. So basically we will cover in this video and some additional jumping out of loops statement also used break, go to and continue. So these statements also used in loop. So the loop control structure. In the loop control structure, a sequence of statements are executed until some conditions are satisfied for termination of the loop. Here, this diagram shows how to loop work. So here, loop will enter and check or test some conditions. If this condition is true, that the loop execution will start and the loop will execute continuously until unless when the condition get false. If the condition get false, so the loop will terminate or execute. So this is simple flow diagram or DFD to show how to loop work. So these are the different kind of loops: while loop, do while loop, and for loop. So first, while loop control structure. If we want to do something a fixed number of times, suppose to calculate gross salaries of 100 different employees. Here, this is simple syntax of while loop. Here we use while test condition. Here in the bracket we use some test condition and this condition is true, so the body of loop will be executed. If this condition is false, so this body of loop will not execute it. Okay, so this is program of using while loop. So program to calculate of simple interest for 5 times. Okay, here we use integer data type, principal, time and count, and the float data type, use rate of interest and simple interest. Here count equal to 1, so we assign one value to count. While count, here we already store one value in count, so here the in while use test some condition 1 less than equal to 5. 1 less than equal to 5, this condition is true. So while inside the uh, while body, these statement will be executed. Okay, so first we display message, enter values of principal, time and rate of interest. So we this ask to enter some values by using keyboard. So we input some values, principal, time and the rate of interest. So we enter some values and the scanf function will store these values. Here simple interest equal to, this is the formula of simple interest. So we entered these values and these values here we calculate, and the result will store in a simple interest. This is the simple interest, it is a variable. So we store the result and we print simple interest by using printf function. So simple interest equal to rupees. So this message will print simple interest equal to rupees. Okay, here the result will be display percent %f means simple interest. So that's the result of simple interest will be displayed here. Now the next statement will shows or means count equal to count plus 1. So here we enter these values one time, and here the counter will increase one more times or second time. So the counter will get means count will get two value. Here the two value again check here. So the control go to the again while and check some condition again, because the count increment one value, so the count get two values, means the count increase by one. So here count means 2 less than equal to 5. So here condition is true. So these statements again execute. So the second time we also enter principal, time, rate of interest, these values, and the calculation again perform, and the result will also display. And then the next time and third time also condition check. So condition also true. So this again execute the third time, and fourth time also check the condition, and fourth time will also execute this, and five time 5 less than equal to 5. So this is condition again true. Now after 5, so the count will increase 1, so it get 6. So here again control go to the here and check 6 less than equal to 5. So here this condition is false. So the loop will be terminate. Okay. So after 5 time execution of these statements, the next 6 time the condition get false, so the loop will terminate and program exit. Okay. So this is a process of while loop execution. Do while loop. So do while loop use in while loop, first check test condition, then loop will execute it, so that body of loop will not be executed when condition is false. In while loop, first condition check, then loop will be executed. So but in do while the case is different. But in some situation necessary to execute the body of loop one time before test condition check. It is possible in do while loop. So here in some condition, first time the condition or statement should be executed. Okay, so this is possible in while loop. For example, suppose in shopping we uh, uh, we pay by using credit or debit card. So here there may be some scheme. If you pay first time, so it is free of cost. Uh, it is a free of cost payment. So here it will execute first time free of cost, but the next time you should pay some charges when you will payment of any product. So here similarly, do while loop first time execute without checking any condition. Here this is the simple syntax. Do here a body of loop will executed one time. Okay. After one time execution, the condition will check. Okay. So this is simple program using do while loop. Okay. So here int a and I. So here two variables integer types. We assign 5 value to a and 1 value to I. Here do printf %d a into I. So here a into I. So a store 5 value and I store 1 value. So it the calculation will print. So the 5 value will print here. This is the 5 value first time print, and the I plus plus. I plus plus means in I store 1 value, so it will increase by 1. So I will increase 1. So get next time I increase I become 2. So here again this loop will also execute here. Okay, so I increment here. So then next here check I less than equal to 10. Here this I increased by 1, so here 2 less than equal to 10. So condition is true. So again here the control go to the here, and again this statement execute. Here 2 into 5 into 2. So here the again the result will print. So next time the output will get 10. Here I value again increase by 1, so I become 3. So here 3 check here with 10, so 3 less than 10. Again this condition is true, so again this statement will execute. So 3 5 into 3, so the next time the output will print 15. So again this I increase and become 4. So here 4 less than 10. So this condition will execute again and again, and in last uh, when the I increase by 1 and get 11. So here 11 less than equal to 10. So the condition is false. So the do while loop will terminate. Okay, so here this is the simple output. First time print 5, 10, 15. So this is the table of 5. Okay, so do while loop, uh, how to work, I explain here. The for loop control structure. The for loop provides a more concise loop control structure. The for loop contains three things as initialization, test condition, and increment to decrement. So this is simple syntax of for loop. Here for shows initialization, test condition, increment and decrement. Initialization means we initialize some values like 0, 1, 2, etc. Here we initialize some values, and here we put some test conditions, check these conditions, and here increment or decrement. So here we increase or decrease values. Okay, or and this is the body of loop. Okay, so the for loop will execute when the condition is true. So here the body loop of loop will execute. Okay, so this is simple program of using for loop program to print counting from 1 to 10. So here we start here int x. So here x is an integer type value. Here we use for x equal to 1. So here this is the initialization part. So we initialize one value means the x store one value, and here 1 compared to with 10. So 1 less than equal to 10. So this condition is true. So and here x plus plus means this is post increment. It means post increment means when the one statement will execute, then the variable value will increase after execution of the statement. Okay, so here one time the value will print of x, so here 1 will print, and the next time the lx become 2. Here x plus plus, so again the for check the condition 2 less than equal to 10. Here this condition is also true. So here the second time x will print, so here x become 2, so the 2 value print, and the next the x also increase with 1, so x become 3, and 3 condition will again check, so the 3 again print here, so 3 will become will print, and next time the x become 4, so here 4 also check and 4 also print, and the 5 will check and 5 will also print, and the next 6, 7, 10. Now after print 10 value, and this increase by 1, so here the 11 the x become 11. 11 less than equal to 10. This condition is false, so the for loop will terminate and the program will exit. Okay, So this is simple print counting from 1 to 10, right? The nested for loop. The nested for loop is that one for loop and inside another for loop. It means in one for loop use inside for loop means one more for loop inside one for loop. Okay, so this is simple syntax. We use some for loop and we open the body of first for loop, and inside the body of first for loop we use the another for loop inside the first for loop, and here this statement will execute it. Okay, so this is nested for loop program. Here program to print half pyramid of numbers. Okay. Here we start here int I j. Here first for loop here we define I equal to 1. Now we initialize I with 1. So here we check 1 less than 5. Here condition is true. So this statement will print means inside the for loop we also use or define or declare another for loop. So here j equal to 1. So it means we store one value in I because we initialize here one value of I. So we initialize one value to j. Here j store one value. So here 1 greater than 0. Okay, so 1 greater than 0, so this condition is true. So here and the j minus minus, it means when j will print, after j print the j value will decrease. Okay, here 1 print means j store one value. So j first of all print 1. Now j become minus minus. Okay, so again here j minus minus, and now this control again go to the for loop, first for loop here, and uh, okay, sorry, this after printing this, so this go to the inside for loop, not to the outer for loop. So inside for loop, and the j become minus, so j becomes 0. So here 0 compared to 0 means 0 greater than 0. So this condition false. So this uh, inner for loop uh, stop, and the control go to the first for loop means outer for loop. Here the I value increase by 1. So the I become 2. So 2 less than equal to 5. So here 2 less than 5, so condition is true. So here I store 2 value. So now the this condition true. So again the control go to the inside for loop means inner for loop, and here I assign 2 value to j. Here j become 2. So here 2 greater than 0. Here 2 greater than 0, so this condition is true. So here the j will print 2. Okay, this 2 will print first time, and the j get minus minus. So j get minus minus, so j become 1. Here one more time the condition will check 1 greater than 0. So condition is true. So the j will print again 1. So the j will print 1. First we print 2 and then print 1. At j again minus 1. So j becomes 0. So again here condition check 0 greater than 0. So this is false. So again this inner loop will exit, and the control pass to the outer loop. Here the I become 3 because I plus plus. So here I become 3 if 3 less than equal to 5. So the I condition, this condition is true. So the control pass to again inner loop, and here I store 3 values. So I assign 3 value to j, and j check here 3 greater than 0. This condition is true. So first here next time print 3. So here the 3 will print, and again the j minus minus. So 3 minus mm, y1, so 3 become 2, so j become 2. So again j check here, and j will print, so j will print 2. Again j minus minus, so j again minus, and become 1, so 1 value also print. Now j becomes 0, so 0 here condition false. So again control pass to the outer for loop, and here I become 4. Here 4 less than equal to 5, so condition is true. Again the control pass to the inner for loop, and I assign means 4 value assigned to j, and 4 greater than equal to 0. So here 4 greater than 0, so condition is true. Now 4 will print, so here 4 will print. Now 4 minus minus means j minus minus, so 4 become 2, 3. Here 3 greater than 0, condition is true. Then j will print 3, so here j will print 3. J again minus minus, j minus minus, j become 2. So again j will print 2, and then next time j minus minus, j again print 1, and j become 0, so the condition will check, and 0 greater than 0, so this condition is false. So the control again go to the outer for loop, and I plus plus means the I value uh, increase by 1. So I get 5. Here 5 less than equal to 5. So here 5 less than equal to 5. 5 here condition is true. So the here it must also less than equal to must. Okay, the typing mistake is mistake here. So here 5 less than equal to 5. So okay, here is the typing mistake. Here should be equal to. Okay, so here 5 less than equal to 5. So here I become 5. Here the I value assigned to j. So 5 value assigned to j. Here condition check 5 greater than 0. Okay, so j here j minus minus. So first we print 5. 5 value will print. Again the one value decrease of j. So here 4 less greater than 0, condition is true. So the 4 value will print of j. So 4 value print of j, and again j minus minus. So j become 3, and j again print 3, and j minus minus, j become 2. So j will print 2. Again j minus minus, j will print 1. Here j become 0. So here 0 um, condition is false. So the control go to the here outer for loop. Now I become 6. So here 6 less than equal to 5. So this condition is false. So the loop will terminate. So the program will execute. So this output how to print, I explain in deeply how the nested for loop work. So this output will print. Okay, jumping out of loops. Here loops perform a set of operations repeatedly until the condition false. Sometimes, while executing a loop, it becomes necessary to skip a part of loop, or to leave the loop as soon as certain conditions become true. This is known as jumping out of loops. Here, some loop condition is true, but in some situation the loop execution stop in between. So some these jumping statement use break, go to, and continue. Okay, first is break statement. When break statement is encountered inside a loop, the loop is immediately exited and the program continues with the statement immediately followed the loop. Here, how to work a break. Here, this is shows here while condition check. Suppose this while loop executed. Suppose this condition true, so the statement one executed, statement two execute, and here some if condition also true. So here but here we use break. So after if condition check and control pass to here inside the if body. So here the control check here is the break. So this if part will not execute and this exit from loop. So this exit this while loop and these statement remain and this statement will not be executed. Okay, so the break statement work is very important when stop any execution. Okay, go to statement. Go to statement transfer the control to any place in the program. Go to is useful for branching within a loop. Important use of goto is to exit from deeply nested loops when an error occurs. Here, deeply nested means nested loop. Okay, nested loop. Here, so here is we for condition checks. This is the first outer for loop, and we again use for loop. This is the inner for loop. And here condition check. So the statement one execute successfully and the next if error. Here if error, suppose we get some error, so go to the error. So here we use go to keyword. So here when the control pass to the go to error, so the go to switch means exit from two loops. These two loops will execute and go to pass to the this statement and shows error this statement third. Suppose for example in program, suppose we using any program or any software. In some conditions, the in between some wrong input we input in some wrong input, so the this software or the any program will generate some output. With the this program will stop the execution. So in that condition, the go to statement execute or use. Continue statement. It calls the control to go directly to the test condition and then continue the loop process. When keyword continue is encountered inside loop, cursor leave the current cycle of loop and start with the next cycle. Here, continue statement shows clearly this while condition check. Here, this condition is true and statement one, statement two executed successfully, and here the control check and check the if condition. If suppose if condition is true, so this statement execute and here continue. So continue means uh, the continue keyword jump for execution again on while means this while condition execute while but again jump means forcefully jump to the control again on while loop and again these condition or statement execute again but these statement not executed, so these statement remain for execution but forcefully the again the control switch or pass to the while condition. So this condition again execute. So this is the jump for execution. Okay. So these in this video we explained while loop, do while loop, for loop, nested for loop in deeply, and also explain each programs in details how to program execute, how to work a program. If you have any doubt or any query related to for loop, while loop, and do while loop, so you can write your query in comment box and I will answer of these queries. Thank you for watching.